Hey, in this video, we're going to be upgrading Proxmox to the latest version. As you can see here, I'm running 7417. I'm going to be upgrading it to 814. So let's get started. Okay, anytime you're going to be upgrading Proxmox, you should back up all your systems. I already have. If you want any videos on that, let me know. So this one, I'm going to start shutting down. And anytime you're doing an upgrade, if you check on Proxmox's site, they have update instructions. So I'm going to scroll down to that. You can test. I've already tested earlier, but I'm going to test with you as well. And let me change my settings so you can see a little easier. So I'm just going to change the font size. Okay, that should be better. So I'm running PV 7 to 8. And it's just going to run a quick test. So you can see I've passed and there's no failures. There are some warnings, but if you want to go further in depth to the warnings, you can run the full test. So let's go ahead and upgrade the distro. We'll do this one at a time. Actually, let's split the screen here. That way it's just easier. So I'm going to clear my screen, Control L, apt update. Okay. And it's saying apt disk upgrade, so go ahead and do that. And yes. You can always do the -Y, so it doesn't ask you for the upgrade, it just does it. And I'm going to pause this so you're not watching my screen scroll by. Okay, that completed. There was one warning, but that's not something you really need to be concerned with. So Control L, clear my screen. And we're going to run PV version. And we're definitely over 7415. We're at 7417. So next, we're going to upgrade the sources list. Done. Okay, I'm skipping this because I'm not running the enterprise. So we'll run this one. Okay. We don't have to do that. Let's try this. Okay, now let's update. And we'll run this. Basically, we're just following the steps. And again, well, we'll see if this is going to take a while. This one looks like it's going pretty quickly. Maybe not. I'm going to pause it and come back. Okay, we're at a point where it's got some news on here. I'm just going to scroll through it. And I'm just going to quit. Let it continue. Okay, Etsy issue is modified. Do you want to keep it? Yes. We don't want to do that. So we want to go with yes. And I just noticed that one section where it was uh, the current user or whatever, where I had to scroll through, I just hit Q to quit out of that. Okay, so it made it quite a bit further. Now it's asking me if I want to change the Etsy SNMP conf. I changed that before, but I can easily redo my changes. So I'm going to let it do that. Enter. And it still has a ways to go. So I'm going to pause it again. Okay, it made it a little further. Now it's asking about the SSHD conf. I'm going to keep my local version. Most of the times you'd probably want to install the package maintainers version, but I'm keeping with mine. And we'll pause it again. All right, here's a big one. The Grub, there's an update for it. I'm going to install the package maintainers version. And we'll pause it again. Okay, now it's back and it's prompting for the LVM prompt. It's been modified by a script since the installation. I'm not doing anything. That's logical volume management. I'm not really doing anything with that. So just to be safe, I'm going to go with the default of no. Okay, we're back. Now it's asking to change the Etsy app sources list. And I'm going to allow it. And let's see what it does. Just waiting for this to finish. It's 99% complete. Okay, it looks like it's completed. So next step, they're just saying rerun this to make sure it shows the new Proxmox. So rerun that. Okay, looks like it's good to go. So at this point, we're just going to reboot it. And this will take a few because it's a physical server. So, okay, so the system seems to be up. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And right away, it's complaining about this, the valid subscription. So I'm going to log back in, get my password. Okay, So now I've got a command that we can run, so we're not seeing that prompt all the time. I'm gonna copy this and I'll put this in the notes on how to get rid of it. Okay. So let me go full screen on this. I'm gonna log out. Ended up rebooting because logging out and logging back in didn't work. The reboot, as you can see, got rid of those statements about licensing. Now, once we're in, I'm going to go to repositories and disable the enterprise repositories. Of course, if you're paying for the licenses, you wouldn't want to disable them. So now I'll go ahead and reload. And if you go to updates, you can do a refresh to see if there's any updates available. And that's completed, and there's no updates. Of course, if you wanted to upgrade, you just do it from there. And you could even do it from the command line or just click upgrade. That's it for there. Please let me know how I'm doing, and like, comment, subscribe, tell me how bad I'm doing, whatever. I can take it. Thank you. Have a good day.